Let's make sure everything is going well today. Let's see if I'm getting picked up on stream. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're here. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're here. Oh, shit. Got Mountain Dew, sorry. Regular Mountain Dew, not red. I guess for some reason they ran out of Mountain Dew at Fred Meyer's. I'm eating cheese. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me eating the cheese. Hello, Arctic the Prodigy. Oh, really? Alright. That's very cool. I'm not doing much of anything right now, just munching on cheese. No, that's fine. I see what you. Oh, you're doing some art. Okay. No worries. You just keep doing what you're doing. You got important things to do. You too, Arctic Prodigy. I'll be here until about 3 a.m. I'll be on for a while, so you can come and watch me any day, the whole day. Because I'm always streaming from 3 p.m. to like 3 a.m. That's at least 12 hours during stream. Because I don't have a job, so I have all the free time I want. I'll see you soon. I'll see you whenever you get on, Arctic. Hope you have a great stream too. Well, that just leaves me in the bot. Hope you have a great stream too. Well, that just leaves me in. Did I get the YouTube link up? Yeah, I did. Okay. I need to share my link. I need to share my stream up. Oh, so people can join me. Come and hang out with Swifter Casio today. Yeah. Swifter Casio is me. That's this boy right here. Swifter. I got a really interesting picture to show you guys today of a commission that I bought that is Beastars related, so I'm going to show it on stream today so you guys can see that, hey, I bought this and I like it because this person that has drawn these Beastars related art has freaking good skills. Like the hell, like he drew almost the exact same way that they drawn on, you know. Because they draw Legoshi too. It's like commission arts. Yeah, I bought commission arts. Don't judge me. I just like to buy commissions so I can get some art of my character because I like having art of I like having people. I like getting arts from people to make my character in something. It's fun. I'm gonna change to my webcam scene. That way so you guys can see my character. That's what y'all here for. You want to see Swifter. Hi guys, Swifter Casio here. I'm just eating cheese. Yeah. I'm not doing much of anything, just like keeping watching my stream. Not sure what I'm gonna do today, but we'll figure something out. I may end up playing an old retro game on the 64 or the GameCube ones. I'm not streaming it through Elgato, no. It'll be on the emulator too. I've had no problems with it on emulator. There's an N64 emulator and a GameCube emulator. I'm pretty sure people are familiar with the Dolphin emulator, which is supposed to be GameCube and Wii, but you have to have an actual Wii controller to play Wii games on emulator. For the emulator I use for 64 is called Project 64. It's a 64 emulator game. I'm happy that I'm not going to be playing I'm not gonna be really playing Borderlands 1, 2, or 3, or a pre-sequel. I think I'll just stick to what I want to play. What I would play is like old games, old retro games, man. We're talking about 64 and GameCube era. Those were the good games, man. This is when companies back then didn't care about money and they just made some good ass games. Nowadays, it's all about money. Because that's all freaking game companies care about is money. Right? I've seen nothing but them wanting money and not giving a shit. They're like, shut up and give me our money. They're robbing us. I got crackers here. They're saltine cracker. Well, hey, look at it this way. It's better than cracker. Saltine crackers are better to eat than fucking chips, you know? But, I don't know. I'm back. I just had to put some stuff away. I see you're in the chat, Demonic Heels. I know you're there. Because because when you're in the stream, you could literally see your usernames. You could look at the usernames that are in the chat and know who it is in there. I'm gonna pull you out of the lurk. Don't worry, you can do whatever you want. It's all on you, buddy. You can just be sneaky, but yeah, it's fine. I'm almost thinking about playing some old GameCube games or N64 games on stream today. Okay, let me show you. Let me. Yeah, I know they do. I know demons do. I have a character that is a demon. You know that? You see the red fox? That's Mike. He's also part demon. So there you go. That's Mike. He's also part demon. So there you go. Jake, the green fox with three tails is Jake. Well, he's the opposite of that. He's angel. It's some sort of angel at least. That's what I made him be. Made him be, Basically, so Jake and Mike are both like demigod or something, demigod or something. I don't know, demi-human or something. I don't know. I would say demigod actually. What the heck, man? How many more times you gotta make more accounts, dude? That guy that just followed is the same person. How many more times you gotta make more accounts, dude? That guy that just followed is the same person. I think this guy keeps making a new account every day. Even though their accounts have been getting ban hammered from Twitch. I've been seeing all these guys getting these guys have been getting their accounts banned. Yeah, it's the same guy. I know it's the same guy because he keeps making a new account. I think he keeps trying to make a new account, but I think their accounts keep getting banned because they know that it's just they keep using the same username. That's just look at it. It's the same name. They're not. They're gonna catch that anyway. It's just gonna keep getting banned and banned and banned and banned until they give up. Until they have to give up and like. The account literally says it was just created 23 minutes ago. Yeah, they're probably not doing that. Yeah, they're probably not doing that. Nah, they're probably not IP banning the address. They're just fucking banning it. That's it. It's like, well, I don't know if it would even matter because they could have another computer. You know that. Just imagine there's these people that have these bot runs. I'm not really surprised about it either. Just imagine there's these people that have these bot runs. I'm pretty sure they would have like another computer right aside them, just be like sending these bots over, you know. But you can't do it. It's just something you can't really do. But I don't know. Hmm. They have to have a whole different route. Oh yeah, they would, because they're using the same network just to get them running. You know. Okay, so this okay. I'm seeing something on Twitter. It says Deadpool 3 fans speculate which movies will be released in 2024 after untitled projects from Marvel Studios were scheduled. Well, I'm pretty sure we know that Deadpool 3 is probably coming in the future. Captain America. Okay, so it says Captain America 4 as well, and Shanghai 2, Fantastic 4, Captain America 4, Deadpool 3. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, you know, because they got because a lot of people. I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to see another Deadpool movie. I know that for a fact. People love Deadpool. He's funny as hell. I mean, hell, you got Ryan Reynolds playing that guy. It's like hell yeah. Hey, Demonic Heels, I want to ask you something. Do you watch Beastars? Have you watched Beastars on Netflix at all? Because I'm about to show them a pic. I want to put up an image of something I just got today that was finished yesterday, I think. Because I got a commission of someone who made a Beastars related artwork, and I asked them to make because there was like a Yichi thing, you know, your character here thing, which you put buy for the slot of your character in there with that other character because there's a character because the, this guy, this person who's making these artworks almost match the exact like of what they do. Season 2 is already out. I think you mean to say season 3, right? They've already had season 2. We're waiting for season 3. They're already in the works of season 3. And I'm ready for it. Season 2 is already out. I think you mean to say season 3, right? They've already had season 2. We're waiting for season 3. They're already in the works of season 3, and I'm ready for it. My body is ready for season 3 because I am so interested in that shit. I know what's gonna happen because I've read the whole manga, dude. I know every little detail that's gonna happen. So it ain't gonna be a surprise. My body is ready for season 3 because I am so interested in that shit. I know what's gonna happen because I've read the whole manga, dude. I know every little detail that's gonna happen. So it ain't gonna be a surprise. The reason I'm interested in the anime series because I want to see how they deal with the anime series compared to the manga book. There's a couple things that were taken out at the end of that season 2 that should have been in there, but I think they're holding that off to like like a teaser or something. Maybe a teaser, or maybe for the start of the series next season. But they did have teases of the freaking characters of. They had the teases of the 2 characters that are going to be in the next arc, which we already know who. There's a sheep girl, or some, I think, a lamb girl, or I don't know. I don't know. She was on the train when Legoshi was on his way to take down, yeah, him. We saw it. Everyone saw it, and they went nuts over it. And then there was another character on the train that almost looked like it was Melon. He had the antlers, and it looked like a hybrid. Yeah. And then there was another character on the train that almost looked like it was Melon. He had the antlers, and it looked like a hybrid. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna put up this image so you guys can see. Oh wait, wrong one. This image. This image right here. Yeah, I'm gonna put up this image so you guys can see. I bought this as a commit. I bought this as a Yichi commission, and yeah, I am impressed by this. This guy, this person that made it, has made it very, very good. I can't believe he almost captures the exact artwork of the Beastar series, and he's drawing like he could draw like your character inside the image with them. It made me interested in this guy's artwork because I have freaking like stories or something like that of what I would want to see in my if my character was in the Beastars universe. If Switter was in the Beastars universe, I hate to say it, but I know people like the fact that like Lewis and Juno being together, but that's never gonna happen because he's in this. Because I know what happens at the end with Lewis. He sticks to his, leadership. He sticks to his leadership, or some sort of political thing. I think it's like some sort of political thing with him. Because I know what happens at the end with Lewis. He sticks to his, leadership. He sticks to his leadership, or some sort of political thing. I think it's like some sort of political thing with him. Because he has to marry the same species that he is with, just to be, yeah, just to be safe. Because if he was to sleep with freaking Juno, yeah, it'll be a bit. And then somehow they got that. Yeah, because they're going to be taking somehow like the media gets a hold of a picture of that. Yeah, they're going to be in serious trouble, and the wife of his is going to leave, and she's going to take everything from him. So there's no way that they're going to be together. So I made a story. I made a thought of a story about what would happen if Swifter was in this universe and Juno and Swifter hit it off. That's just my that's literally my thought. What I did was what my thought about this was, everything after the whole freaking manga. It's basically like a after story of the the manga where the manga went. Because Legoshi and Haru are still friends with Juno. So I had a thought about. So the story I thought about with them is one day, like in no, not Legoshi is like probably out somewhere, and then he bumps into Swifter, and then Swifter recognizes him and knows who he is, and then they just like literally hit it off and just talk to each other, like have conversation, and then just like they would become great friends, and and then Legoshi ends up inviting him to go over to Haru's house because he was planning to go and meet with Haru at her house to go and hang out with her. But the thing is the story I made with this, I made it so Haru had called Juno to have a meet up with a friendly meetup with Juno with Legoshi and herself. But when they meet, when Haru sees Swifter, he tags along. So when he tags along, he goes with them. And then just basically they're at a cafe or something, like sitting down with each other. Just Swifter's probably like sitting next to Juno, and then Legoshi and Haru are sitting between each other. So because we already know what happens with them both, and then we probably would know what would happen between Juno and Swifter if she ever likes him or thinks she's, because it would be like Juno thinks she's like handsome and whatnot, and like because Juno has the kind of girl who would fall in love so easily if she likes you that much. I mean, just look at what she did in the series. She fell in love so easily with freaking Legoshi until she found out that he's dating the bunny girl, and she's all mad about it and trying to freaking like investigate, I guess, about her. And yeah, I'm like, everyone almost thought that Lewis and Juno were gonna hit it off, but no. I know some people have a lot of fan theory about Lewis and Juno, but you have to look at the canon story and not the fan made stories, because you don't know what's going to happen in the series. Anything is possible to happen in the series. I don't know if they're going to have anything new about it, but yeah, I think they're going back to like something else. I don't know what. I think they're working on a different manga series, aren't they? I think they were working on some other manga series or something. I don't remember. I remember they had to take off like they literally like went on a hiatus for a bit to try to make a new manga series, I guess, because they've already completed the Beastars. Although at the end, I'm like confused so much at the end of it. I'm like, what the hell is y'all? What the hell is all this? I need more information, man. Everyone's like that. I'd be like, I need more information, man. Why? What's going on? What's all this at the end of the manga? Although at the end, I'm like confused so much at the end of it. I'm like, what the hell is y'all? What the hell is all this? I need more information, man. Everyone's like that. I'd be like, I need more information, man. Why? What's going on? What's all this at the end of the manga? Yeah, Demonic Hills. I don't know if you actually read the manga or. I know you said you've seen the animated series, but I don't know if you ever read the manga or not. I'm a little curious if you ever read the manga. If you read the manga, then then that means you're spoil free, since you already know everything. I don't know if you actually read the manga or. I know you said you've seen the animated series, but I don't know if you ever read the manga or not. I'm a little curious if you ever read the manga. If you read the manga, then that means you're spoil free, since you already know everything. Oh, really? I'm sorry if I spoiled anything for you. Because I was literally talking to Storm about the manga series and I know what happens. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it, but it is what happens in the manga. You know, the thing I like about Beastars is it's doing the same thing like, I've watched Fairy Tail a lot and they go mostly by the manga. Sometimes they change things. It's happening the same thing with it's happening the same way with Beastars too. There's like things that are in there and things that were cut out because they're going by the book by the chapters to see what they could put in the anime. It's happening the same way with Beastars too. There's like things that are in there and things that were cut out because they're going by the book by the chapters to see what they could put in the anime. Rough. No, I was kidding. Oh yeah, I was gonna show up something. I'm probably gonna clip the. I'm gonna clip this so you guys can see what. I'm gonna clip this and then clip some other like some of the PlayStation. I got PlayStation One, and PlayStation 2 games. I don't think I'm gonna be playing the PlayStation 2 games because every time I've tried to play them, they've had so much technical problems. I'm gonna clip this and then clip some other like some of the PlayStation. I got PlayStation One, PlayStation 2 games. I don't think I'm going to be playing the PlayStation 2 games because every time I've tried to play them, they've had so much technical problems. Yeah. That just happens everywhere. There's always gonna be spoilers no matter where you go, man. You know for a fact there's gonna be spoilers no matter where you are. You can't get away from spoilers, man. You know, that just happens everywhere, you know? There's always gonna be spoilers no matter where you go, man. You know for a fact there's gonna be spoilers no matter where you are. You can't get away from spoilers, man. The only thing I have on Game Boy and DS and 3DS, 3DS emulators is just like most of the games I have on there are mostly Pokemon related. The only thing I have on Game Boy and DS and 3DS, yeah, because the only game I probably have that's not Pokemon related is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Most of the games I have on there. I don't care much for the Luigi's Mansion 2 game. You want to know what I think was the better to get Luigi's Mansion game was the frickin' GameCube one. The GameCube version was way better. You want to know what I think was the better to get Luigi's Mansion game was the frickin' GameCube one. The GameCube version was way better. I'm pretty sure everyone would agree that everyone would agree that the first Luigi's Mansion game was more scarier than the ones that they are now. It's like it's like they took the scare factor away from that. Everyone would agree that the first Luigi's Mansion game was more scarier than the ones that they are now. It's like it's like they took the scare factor away from that. Okay, I'm gonna have to show this in file then. Since I can't really show it. I'm trying to show the PlayStation 2 list of games I have on emulator. Although some of them are not don't play very well on my computer. I think playing the emulator is just kind of like, all right, come back whenever you can. I know you'll probably be back anyway, demonic. Just stay in the chat. Just stay in the stream. You know. All right, come back whenever you can. I know you'll probably be back anyway, demonic. Just stay in the chat. Just stay in the stream. You know. Oops. Oh wait, let me reclip. Let me reclip that one. How far back game wise does the emulator go? Which one? There's like a lot of emulators. There's a 3DS. There's a Game Boy, DS. PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, and Project the N64, and then the GameCube one. There's like a lot of emulators. There's a 3DS. There's a Game Boy, DS. PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, and Project the N64, and then the GameCube one. I don't have the thing called Dolphins Emulator. That's the thing that you could play Wii U games on, but you have to have an actual Wii U in order to play that. Which I don't have a Wii U. I think I have a controller, but I don't really use it anymore. The thing called Dolphins Emulator. That's the thing that you could play Wii U games on, but you have to have an actual Wii U in order to play that. Which I don't have a Wii U. I don't know about. I don't know that one. I don't know if they have an Atari ones or anything like that. I don't know. They might. I'm not for sure. I don't know about. I don't know that one. I don't know if they have an Atari ones or anything like that. I don't know. They might. I'm not for sure. This one is the N64. Those are the games I downloaded on here onto this emulator. Those are the ones I have on there. And then this one is the N64. Those are the games I downloaded on here. This one is the GameCube list. Those are the GameCube games I downloaded on the emulator. Although when I play the True Crime game, whenever I try to play the True Crime game, it crashes. And it lags way too much. Because I don't think the game can handle, I don't think the emulators can handle that. Although when I play the True Crime game, whenever I try to play the True Crime game, it crashes. And it lags way too much. Because I don't think the game can handle, I don't think the emulators can handle that. Here is the PlayStation 1's game list that I got on that PlayStation 1 emulator. I've already been playing that Game of Life a lot. I've been playing that Game of Life, it's pretty fun. I don't have many goddamn PlayStation 1 games on there, I know. It takes a while to download all the games on emulations. It's like, well, for games like this old, then yeah, it's not that much. Here's the PlayStation 2's emulators games. I had to clip it off the file instead, because I can't. Because when I try to show it off on the emulator, it's just an open window, and then it'll just go out if I try clipping it. I had to clip it off the file instead, because I can't. When I tried playing these games, but there's so much problems with the games on the emulator. There's no way I could play those PlayStation games, except the PlayStation ones. I've had no problem with them. This is list number one of the freaking Steam games that I have. Back for Blood beta is pretty much done for already. That game's already pretty much done, I think. Yeah, I have a blender. List number one of the freaking Steam games that I have. Back for Blood beta is pretty much done. I'm not gonna be able to play Cyberpunk because it's gonna be really bad to play Cyberpunk right now because it's lagged. Cyberpunk, I have played Cyberpunk. I beat it before. Uh, well, it's not me. It's actually I would be able to play it full. Yeah, yeah, it did. Back for Blood already released. I'm not gonna be able to play Cyberpunk 2077 because my computer cannot handle me playing that while I'm streaming. Because when I tried testing it, while I streamed, and it lagged my stream so much. I can't play it on stream. I need to. That's why I said I need to upgrade my computer components in order to do that. I would like to play games at full, full graphics, but I have to have a better CPU. I need a better CPU. I need more memory, more memory in my slots. I only got two right now. This is the second list. I don't have this. I don't. If you see in the games that are not highlighted, that means they're not downloaded. I uninstalled Destiny 2, Doom 3, Doom 3 Resurrection, Doom 2 Hell on Earth, Final Doom, Elsword, Killing Floor. I uninstalled that one too. Yeah, I have Grand Theft Auto 5. Although it kind of lags on the stream too when I play GTA. When I play GTA 5, it kind of lags a bit too. I have to like lower the graphics on the game just to play it. I got Gary's mod too, so yeah. This is another list of the Steam games. Number three list. There's some games on here I've already played on stream. Duke Nukem Forever. Well, I've already actually played that on YouTube, but I haven't played it on stream. Left 4 Dead 2, yeah, I have Left 4 Dead 2. Master level for Doom 2. Uh, MattOnline.exe, I haven't played that in a while. Yeah, Minecraft, I still have it, but I don't get on it anymore. So, I had PUBG, but I uninstalled it. Quake 4, I had it, but I uninstalled it too. Rust, I uninstalled it. Shadowman, what? The Shadowman that was re-released to play it to Steam, and the Shadowman Remastered, I played those. Soundpad, whatever. I bought Star Wars Battlefront 2 online, but it's got problems when I try playing it. Tales from the Borderlands I uninstalled because I didn't play it anymore. Turok 1 and Turok 2, those are remastered games, of course. The Ultimate Doom. I finished Tales from the Borderlands, and yeah, I just basically gave up on it. I didn't do any more after I finished the stories. And then there's the last list of my Steam games. VRChat, VC Face. Well, that's not really. I have it separate. I have it actually pinned to my. I have it pinned, so I can open it that way instead of on Steam. 13 and 13 Classic. 13 Remake was just so bad, dude. I like the regular. I like the original 13 Classic game because that was way more fun than that one. Let me just say that the 13 remake has too much bugs and errors that they need to fix, and they're so freaking lagging behind on that. They're lagging behind on fixing that goddamn 13 remake. They need to fix it all up. They need to fix every single thing about it. Sorry, my brother came in the room. He needed to grab his stuff. Because he takes a shower every time, and after he wakes up, he goes take a shower, and then whatever the hell else he does in the day. I still live with my dad and brother. I live with them because I don't have any choice. It's way too difficult to live somewhere on my own because I don't have I don't make much money just to live on my own. I live with them because I don't have any choice. I It's way too difficult to live somewhere on my own because I don't have I don't make much money just to live on my own. That's the problem with today's life, man. You know that, Demonic Heals? The problem about today's life is people. I'm sure there are people that are like young adults still living with their parents and they can't get out and live somewhere on their own because everything is expensive. It is way too hard to find some home for yourself because a lot of people are living out there. A lot of people are having houses and shit. You have to have a great job just to pay off your own house, you know? You have to have a great job just to pay off your own house, you know? Considered disabled at the age of 16, really? Damn. I, on the other hand, have problems too. Like, I have problems lifting up so much weight because whenever I lift up stuff, my wrists start to get in pain. I only use my arms just to lift things, actually. I don't know what's wrong, but for some reason there could be something wrong with my wrists and fingers. My two middle fingers on both hands are literally like not straight compared to my other fingers. The middle finger and the index, I think it's like the ring finger or something, do not straighten anymore. The middle finger and the index, I think it's like the ring finger or something, do not straighten anymore. I thought it was arthritis, but it could be some sort of form of deformity of my hand and wrist, mainly my whole arm. It might be some sort of deformity in my arms and goes on to my hands and fingers and wrist. Not to mention my jaw too. My jaw is like slightly pushed in, like it doesn't line up. My teeth do not line up to above the other. Like my bottom teeth are like slightly pushed forward, where my top of my teeth are like out more. When I looked up on my records of medical record or something, when I went to see what conditions I currently have and whatnot, I looked up and saw that and like, damn. Oh damn, dude. They said there was like some sort of deformity in my jaw and probably in my arms and wrists and fingers. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes I have difficulty opening a bottle my own self. But I figured out ways to try to open it myself. But only certain bottle types like soda drinks or some bottle caps are hard for me to open. I use like a rag or something to try to open something. Or I have my dad help me open something or my brother help me open something that has a cap on it. I know I hate having to get help to open something, but I can't help it. Or I have my dad help me open something or my brother help me open something something that has a cap on it. I know I hate having to get help to open something, but I can't help it. People nowadays still probably live with their people that are probably like my age are still probably living with their family, parents or something. My mom passed away in 2014, but it's just me, my dad, and my brother and myself living on our own. My mom was the one that was making more money than my dad does. So we've been struggling ever since she passed away. We've been struggling to keep living. We've been struggling to keep going, you know. I've been the one having to try to go and search for a job. My brother, how on the other hand, doesn't do it. I don't blame my brother. He has difficulty trying to he has difficulty trying to get a job. To me, for me, I'm kind of thinking about not doing any more jobs, physical jobs, because I got shit on a lot when I did freaking retail. I felt like I got a lot of shit. I get shitted on every time when I worked at retail. I'm kind of thinking about not doing any more jobs, physical jobs, because I got shit on a lot when I did freaking retail. I felt like I got a lot of shit. I get shitted on every time when I worked at retail. I got fired from my Winco Foods job because I was doing like carts and yeah, that's what I want to do too, man. I rather would work at home right now because there's a pandemic out there and the virus is still going, and I wouldn't want to freaking go work outside, work out with anybody, work out somewhere. I would want to work at home. That's why I wanted to go into streaming too. It's like I wouldn't want to freaking go work outside, work out with anybody, work out somewhere. Because I don't want to get infected by the virus, even though I got freaking vaccinated. I hear a lot of bullshit that's going on right now that some people are refusing to take the goddamn vaccine at all. They're freaking bitching because they don't they don't believe in it. And yet these people that are not vaccinated are allowing the virus to mutate and get more deadlier. They're freaking bitching because they don't believe in it. And yet these people that are not vaccinated are allowing the virus to mutate and get more deadlier. We can't stop it unless they goddamn get a vaccine, you know. I guess some people don't like getting something injected into them that they don't know they can't trust very well. We can't stop it unless they goddamn get a vaccine, you know. I guess some people don't like getting something injected into them that they don't know they can't trust very well. That's the thing, man. It's like you're just putting your own life. You're like the person that doesn't get vaccinated. They're gonna cause it to be more deadlier, and they're just gonna continue getting the virus. They're just gonna continue getting the COVID virus, and they won't get vaccinated. It's like you're gonna lose your life if you don't get it. And they won't get vaccinated. It's like you're gonna lose your life if you don't get it. This thing is not. This thing is to be taken seriously. Like, look how many people have been dying from it. Too many people have died from this damn thing, and it needs to be stopped. Oh, it's about time. Oh, okay. Now looking at Amazon, like I'm waiting for a package to show up on Amazon from Amazon because I have a new USB. I bought a new USB hub because the one I have is only 4 slots. I need to get more. I wanted to get 10. I got a 10 USB slots for that hub. The hub was got 10 USB ports. I got 3 connected to this 4, the 4 one. I only have one free. I need to have it so in the future when I do get VR stuff, VR set. I don't know when, but I will think about it in the future. But right now, I can't afford it. I did. I'm also waiting for that Leap Motion too, because I gotta plug. I know I'm gonna have to plug that into my computer when I get that. I think I'll put it in front. Actually, UPS Trade Direct cross-board order. Okay. I hope we start getting more help from our government for this fucking freaking COVID shit. They're just like forcing us to go back to work, dude. I'm like, I don't really want to go working out there if this virus is still out there and I can get infected, and I don't want to get infected. I'm worried about my own safety. I'm worried about my safety and my own family's safety for when if I ever get the virus. Because I live with my dad and brother. My dad is diabetic, so all 3 of us have already gotten fully vaccinated. We're not. I don't think I'm gonna get the booster shot though. I'm just. I don't care for the booster shot, but yeah. It's like once I get the 2 shots, I feel like I'm fine. I don't really need the boosters because it's just like I feel like the boosters is just something that they're trying to put out there like they do with the flu shot. Not only that, but the vaccine not only makes you asymptomatic, so people can still get it through you. Yeah, that is true. My friend John ain't gonna be on with us tonight. He has to work tonight, so I'm gonna be just here doing whatever I want to do today. I could do whatever. We could do it. I could do whatever. Whatever. I can do anything today, basically. I could just play an emulated game. Not one of the emulated games I have on the list, or play a game. Play one of the games I've already played before. Again, whatever the heck whatever the heck we do. Fridays and Saturdays is just chilling out, the hangouts. I just want to like I just like want to chat every day, like sometime a day, Fridays and Saturdays. I just like want to chat every day, like sometime a day, Fridays and Saturdays. My brother's probably going through the laundry and putting it away, I think. My brother's probably going through the laundry and putting it away, I think. Well, at least there's one good thing about in our situation, my dad is back to work at the hotel. He he works at a hotel. He's usually doing like event based stuff, I think. He's the only one that's working right now, so I'm trying to figure out a way to make money online. He's the only one that's working right now, so I'm trying to figure out a way to make money online. I would rather work here than work out there and get infected and get someone else infected. I don't want to have that happen, man. I just don't like the idea of being the carrier and just getting someone else infected and shit. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of work I would do at home. This is why I pretty much wanted to, this is pretty much what I was gonna do is go into streaming while also trying to figure out what I want to do as for work. I don't think I really want to work a job that has minimum wage because that stuff doesn't really get you anywhere because minimum wage doesn't do get you anywhere. I'll just tell you this: I've been doing like research about how to make money online without a job, but there's a thing called commission pay too, commission work. But you have to pay your taxes when you get commissions. but you're basically you're employing yourself to be part of this thing to do like some sort of like come out like doing something to help a company out with certain things like there's like email there's a lot of people there's a lot of things about making money online that you can do kind of like you know let me see there's this thing on my list I have here a thing called maps listings Google Map Elite program I heard I've been seeing all these freaking ads of these freaking people on YouTube for when I was looking up how to make money online. Twitch is something you can do, but it's not going to get you much money unless you get more famous, you know. You have to get famous to get you have to get like a lot of fame just to get money on Twitch and YouTube because you not only would you have to do Twitch, but you have to do YouTube. The second option I had on my list was it says YouTube ad specialist OCS method. I found this also. I've been finding all these through ads, and you have to pay for like a course to go through it, learn it, and then try to freaking do it. Let's see. The third one I have on the list was ClickBank. I don't know what it is, but it was something I found. And then I saw another ad about YouTube investing. I'm like, okay. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it's just some sort of investment thing. There's also a thing that you could do is also the thing I have on the fifth thing I have on the list is email marketing for businesses. I mean, that would be pretty easy, you know, like you're just writing emails for businesses to people. You're just sending people emails, and you get paid for it. Paid for those emails every time they get people in there. The sixth thing on the list that I crossed out was some sort of income skill. The seventh on the list was the one I currently got. I bought the course for. I am still like learning everything on it. I hadn't done anything to go into it yet. I hadn't done any calls or anything. I'm just trying to like learn it for at least a bit more. It's called Inbound Closer. It's a high demand skill, I guess. Inbound closing is basically you're being the person to close for a business, I think. But what I learned about it was you're helping business owners make the best decision for them, trying to help them. You're doing a service for them to make sure that they are in the right mindset so that they can get somewhere in the future that they want, you know? The one in this one that's on the eighth thing on my list was ads agency or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it's kind of dumb. Number 9 it said Chuck method. Of course, number 10 I had Amazon business. I don't think Amazon business would be a good thing to do because there's a lot of competition out there for Amazon businesses because what you have to do is you gotta like get samples of these like products that you're wanting to sell, and you have to test it and like try to make it better than the other person, I guess, and make sure the inventory is stocked. You gotta use actual money just to even do it. There's a lot of these other things that are out there that help you make money online just by doing some weird thing for companies, and you get paid for like commission for it. I mean, I would love to freaking like make at least a lot of money. If I was able to make, let's say, if I was able to make at least 5,000, 10,000, or 25,000 a month, I would definitely have my brother, my dad, myself move out into a freaking like rental house so we can have a three bedroom, my own bedroom, my own have a bedroom for my brother. Well, let me tell you this, demonic. I've downloaded Robinhood. I've already pretty much put a lot of money into the stocks. I put up like 500 something dollars on there. Although I don't really do much. I haven't been putting my money into it anymore because I've been trying to save money I have left right now because it's not easy to make because I'm not making any money right now. My unemployment has already been cut off because the pandemic the pandemic assistance stuff has already ended. So there's no way I can get it. I am getting paid in like, you know, I didn't buy a whole stock at all. I haven't bought any like I haven't bought whole stocks. I just been buying like a little bit of it at a time until I get that point of getting at least one stack. But let me see. I didn't buy a whole stock at all. I haven't bought any like I haven't bought whole stocks. I just been buying like a little bit of it at a time until I get that point of getting at least one stack. Because what Robinhood and every other investment company does is you could pay like a little amount towards it at a time, but you're not going to get like a lot of stock out of it. Because what Robinhood and every other investment company does is you could pay like a little amount towards it at a time. I did invest into a stock called CBay. It is Sima Bay Therapeutics. I have at least 1.460648 in that stock. I don't know why, but I am trying to put an investment into Twitter. I only have a 1.19 1.19 or 0.19 in stock. I have Vanguard US REIT fund. And I only put it's only like 0.13 in that stock. I have AMC. I did get AMC. I know. I'm pretty sure everyone knows AMC. I have at least like 1.79%, 0.79 on stock percentage of stock on that. I don't know, but I did buy a stock in GameStop. I only have a 0.10, 1.10 actually, 0.10 actually. I have at least one stock in Bank of America though. I have a stock in Facebook, but it's not that great. I only have a 0.03 in that stock. I did do like a stock in Johnson and Johnson. It's not. It's a 0.007114114 11 711 Yeah. I did put some money into Unity, Sony, Airbnb, DoorDash, Lionsgate. I did put like I have like 0.04 in Apple. I have a stock. I only have a 0.0 stock, one stock in in PayPal. I have a 0.49%, 0.49 on uh, Gold Nugget online gaming. I have like a 0.01 in Tesla. I have a 0.1, 0.15 in, what is it? Petco Health and Wellness. I have 0.04 in Pet Q. Pet IQ. I have a zero point 0.1 in freaking in Chewy. I have a 0.009203 shares in Delta. The no Dollar Tree. I have a 0.011922 shares in Shake Shack. I have a 0.137835 shares in Cinemark. I have a 0.022549 in Messenger. No, Madison Square Garden. I have a 1.08 share in Trivago. I have a 1.15 share in organigram, something like that. I have a 0.066282 share in Honda. I have like literally a share. I bought a little bit of Domino's. I have a 0.17 in freaking shares on Activision, even though they've been doing pretty fucking dumb. I put a little money into freaking like Take Two, Microsoft, and EA, and Zynga, Hero. Demonic Heels. Have you ever been investing in those? Have you invested anything into the like Bitcoin and Dogecoin? Have you gotten into that? Cryptos. Yeah, cryptocurrency. I pretty much put like a vet investment into my dad's company. Yeah, they do. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do. There's a lot. I know a lot of people that do invest. Although I don't really go into. I'm not taking the investments like seriously at all because I keep losing. Like I keep going. I'm like literally like. It's like an up and down game with the whole investing stuff. I'm like I can't understand it all. I never got into investment. I never really I'm not really a person that likes investing that much. You have to have like a certain amount of income just to make a good amount of money, just to get any stock. You know, there's a lot of stock out there. There's stocks out there that are really fucking high in price. I don't really do investment stuff. You have to have like a certain amount of income just to make a good amount of money, just to get any stock. You know, there's a lot of stock out there. There's stocks out there that are really fucking high in price. I don't really do investment. Trust me, you don't have to get into the whole investment stuff. I stopped putting money into it because I didn't have because I'm not gonna have much of an income because my unemployment is getting cut off because of the pandemic. Because the stupid shit is ending already. The fucking the pandemic unemployment assistance stuff has ended, and our government ain't doing shit about freaking you know they they have they are the administration right now the Biden administration right now. They're not really. They're saying that the whole unemployment and all that other shit about the COVID shit. They're not taking. They're not. They're saying it's not a priority right now. They're focusing too much on something that they're trying to get out there, like that 3.5 trillion dollar packet, some sort of bill that they're trying to work on to pass for a budget bill. I think it's like a budget bill or something. And everyone's getting really pissed off that they're not focusing on the situation that's unfolding in our country and everywhere else. The virus is mutating. More people are getting hospitalized and dying again. The virus is getting way more deadlier. And people are trying to tell them that they need to start making another stimulus bill to make. There's people that are wanting monthly stimulus checks. It's hard. There's a petition out there that's almost that's like almost at least 3 million or more than that. People are signing that petition demanding that our government make $2,000 a month of stimulus checks until this whole shit is ended completely. It's not ending anytime soon. People are signing that petition demanding that our government make $2,000 a month of stimulus checks until this whole because completely. It's not ending anytime soon. There's no way that people could survive another round of this stupid freaking virus and continue to afford anything right now. People are still struggling and shit, and they're not doing nothing. They're just focused. The Democratic people are pretty much focusing on something else than the freaking situation that's at hand. A lot of our there's some Democratic people and the Republican people are probably like trying to put a halt on that and have them focus on the freaking matter at hand that the virus is getting out there again, and people are literally demanding that we get stimulus checks, dude. They need to have it. A lot of there's some Democratic people and the Republican people are probably like trying to put a halt on that and have them. This is why I feel like I should not be anything. I mean, I registered as a Democratic person, but now I'm starting to lean towards independent. I'm almost thinking about changing to be an independent person because I don't trust anybody's side. I don't trust mostly those two sides now because of what they're doing right now. The Democrats should focus on what the people want and not what they want. People want stimulus checks, monthly stimulus checks, to survive this crap, and yet they won't even make a bill yet. They're not making any bill for it yet. People want stimulus checks, monthly stimulus checks, to survive this crap, and yet they won't even make a bill yet. They're not making any bill for it yet. Yeah, they don't. I thought people literally thought that if we voted Biden, we would get these stimulus checks, but no. All we got was $1,400. All he did was just took the $600 and added the $1,400 to make it 2,000. No, that's not what he said. They've been saying it for so many times that they were gonna say 2 month $2,000 of stimulus checks, but no, it was a $1,400. People, there's been people in the freaking Congress that are trying to push for it. There's people in Congress that are pushing for it. They want it, but the rest of them don't give a damn and rather just say no. What the heck is that? Hello, Gazo. He had the word that he had the last word, literally your last. You have that word at the end. I know. I wish our freaking government would stop it. I wish our goddamn I wish the freaking Democratic people, other Democratic people, would start listening to the matter at hand. I wish our freaking government would stop it. I wish our goddamn I wish the freaking Democratic people, other Democratic people, would start listening to the matter at hand. Republicans don't give a shit about American people. That's just the cold hard truth that I've seen from them, that they don't care about anybody. They don't care if you're poor, they care about the rich people only. You know that? You should probably already know because that's just the cold hard truth that I've seen from them, that they don't care about anybody. They don't care if you're poor, they care about the rich people only. You know that? You should probably already know because the Republicans always complain about one thing every time there's a new bill. Like, oh, this is going to raise the debt. Can we stop worrying about the debt? Can we just focus away from the debt and just focus on, you know? I hate talking about political shit, but everything's just getting stupid. Can we stop worrying about the debt? Can we just focus away from the debt and just We've already everyone's I hate talking about political shit, but everything's just getting stupid. Everybody already has way too much. Everyone already has so much debt in their life. The only thing that's creating debt is just something that they like. Let me just say one thing. Let me say one thing. Uh, College is one thing. College. Do never. I would never. I have never gone to. I never went to college or anything like that. Because you know why, right? Because if you go to I'm not smart for college, but when they try to get you to go to college, there's always going to be a problem where you're going to be in debt and you have to pay off your student loan. So you have to have a job that's good enough to pay off that student loan and debt. That's why there's always going to be a problem where you're going to be in debt and you have to pay off your student loan. So you have to have a job that's good enough to pay off that student loan and debt. That's why I would never want to go into college, dude. I would never ever go into college. I'm not smart for it. I'm only high school grade. I'm like a high school grade mostly. I like high school way more than college tech, basically. Because I love, I always liked my teachers in high school. Yeah, I don't know if you ever had this demonic heals, but uh, I had a class called metals class. Metals class. There's two classes that were really different. There's a metals class and there's a woods class. That's basically what they. You could probably guess what they are. Metals class, you can like you're work. It's basically you're working like with metal objects. Kind of like it's like teaching you how to do welding. There's like welding. There's like all this shit that you can do with metals, all this metal and shit in class. In my metals class, in metals class, I made a couple of things in metals class. I made like I made like a what you call it I made a thing. I made there's a couple things I made in metals class. One you already saw behind me about when I had my webcam on. It was up above my Ferrari uh poster. It's a Borderlands symbol and the logo, Borderlands 2 logo, and yeah, I made that stuff in metals class with the computer. Because in my mouse class, they had like a machine that's connected to a computer, and you could like cut out something that you want to put on there, so you can build it. I also made a in mouse class. I also made a I it's bad. It looks so bad when I look at it right now. I wish I would have done it better, but I made a Tails in metals class. I pretty much painted everything on it. I pretty much after cut out the metal, I painted everything. Uh, I had a teacher named I had a teacher that no tutor or something like that who comes and like makes sure to that we do our homework and shit. I put prime paint on it, kept putting prime paint on until I got ready to do painting on it, and tried to make the colors of the character of Tails. But yeah, I did make it all. I put prime paint on it, kept putting prime paint on until I got ready to do painting on it, and tried to make the colors of the character of Tails. But yeah, I did make it all. I didn't have woods class. My brother, however, did. My brother was in woods class when he was in school. I was the one that was mostly. I mostly like metals class because there was one teach because the one teacher in that class is pretty. I like. You're. I'm pretty sure you know this, demonic. Like when you're in high school, there's always going to be a teacher that you like the most, that you liked a lot. There's like teachers that you like a lot, and you like hanging out with him and shit. You know, like Let me tell you something. My Mel's class teacher was fun. Every time I see him, I always. My brother made a joke about him. Or I did. I made a joke about him, or my brother did. We would say that he looks like Dumbledore's evil twin or something, or something like that.
we would say that he looks
Yeah.
like Dumbledore's evil twin or something, or something like that.
We always call it. I always like looked at him like as if he was like a lookalike of Dumbledore because he was almost like that. I think he talks like a he. I think he talks like. I think he might be. I don't know. Maybe he might be from southern, some sort of southern state. Moved to Portland and teached metals class.
I think he talks like a he.
He's a great teacher.
I think he might be. I don't know. Maybe he might be from
My brother had a favorite
southern,
uh,
some sort of southern,
PE teacher.
southern
His name was Mr. Wood,
teached
Mr.
metals
Dornell.
class.
You call him Mr. Dornell. I used to see him a lot when I was in PE to before too, and I always me and my brother. I think my brother and I always usually has. I think sometime me and my brother would call him. We would always like make. I always make a joke that he looks like The Rock or something.
I used to see him a lot when I was in PE to before too, and I always me and my brother. I think my brother and I always usually has. I think sometime me and my brother would call him. We would always like make. I always make a joke that he looks like The Rock or something.
Because that PE teacher always looked like him whenever I see him. Yeah, demonic kills. I used to had him. I used to had weights class, but I used to have a weights class, but I couldn't lift that much weight when I was in school because I was having too much problems with my wrists and shit. It's been my hands and fingers have been this way for a long time.
I used to have a weights class, but I couldn't lift that much weight when I was in school because I was having too much problems with my wrists and shit. It's been my hands and fingers have been this way for a long time.
I had like two favorite teachers in high school. I think was the metals class teacher and that one in PE that my brother knows. We actually know. We actually My brother actually knows him too. We've seen him. We've seen him around where I live. He sometimes jogs around, probably around where I live. I think my brother would see him. My brother saw him one day, and he like, yeah, like, hey, Mr. Darnell.
We've seen him. We've seen him around where I live. He sometimes jogs around, probably around where I live. I think my brother would see him. My brother saw him one day, and he'd be like, "Yeah, like, hey, Mister
I
Darnell."
miss seeing my school teachers. I miss seeing my. I miss having to see my high school teachers and shit. I don't remember. I don't know if any of them were. I don't hope that some of them are still alive or not. I hope some of them are still out there and alive. Because
I miss seeing my school teachers. I miss seeing. I miss having to see my high school teachers and shit. I don't remember. I don't know if any of them were. I don't hope that some of them are still alive or not. I hope some of them are still
I'm gonna
alive.
tell you guys the high school that I went to, and everyone knows who. Everyone knows that there's an actor that actually. There's one actor that's still alive right now, who was also graduated from that school. That is Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott graduated from freaking from my high school, David Douglas High School.
Everyone knows who. Everyone knows
That was the high school that he went to, and I went
there's
to.
one actor that's still alive right now
My brother went to
who
that school too,
graduated from that school.
and
That is
yeah,
Sam Elliott.
I
Sam
took
Elliott graduated
my senior year. I took a
from my high
theater
school,
class.
David Douglas High School.
I took a first semester I
That
had a
school that he
theater
went to,
class
and I went
because I
to.
wanted to have theater.
My
It
brother
was
went to
I
that
liked
school
having
too.
to do theater because it was good.
Yeah,
I got to learn a lot of
I took
things when I did theater.
my senior year. I took a theater class. I took a first semester I had a theater class because
second semester I had the theater class number 2, and trust me, when I had my second semester of freaking theater class, I had to do a play before I ended up leaving high school. Uh, we would be doing like plays for kids. I would be. I forgot what story we were doing, but I think it was like I can't remember the story. It was something I. Ah man, I don't remember the story. I can't remember the story, man. It's been a long time since I've been seen that. Remember that one? It was a story. It was a story where I was in it actually. I was like some sort of villager or something, and I was just like, yeah, I had like a line and just remember the lines. It's been a long time since I've been seen that. Remember that one? It was a story. It was a story where I was in it actually. I was like some sort of villager or something, and I was just like, yeah. I think it had something to do. I think it was like a story that was based off like the three sheep and the wolf or something like that. I think that's what it was. The three sheep and wolf and a wolf. Yeah, I was like a villager. Oh, I think it was the boy that called wolf. I think that's what that one was. Like the three sheep and the wolf or something like that. I think that's what it was. The three sheep and wolf. Yeah. I was like a villager. Oh, I think it was the boy that called wolf. I think that's what that one was. What kind of school? What kind of Hey, Demonic Hills. What kind of classes do you remember having in high school? What classes did you have in high school? For me, I was like in a special situation when I was where. Hey, Demonic Hills. What kind of classes do you remember having in high school? What classes did you have in high school? For me, I was like my classes were kind of weird. Well, well, technically, between first and second and third grade, I was in normal. I was in like a normal classes. For me, I was like, but some reason I had a bad situation where I was like not wanting to learn or anything. Like I ended up probably pushing myself. I was in like a normal classes. Oh yeah. Like back in my when I started school, uh, back in like when I was in elementary school, I think I had regular classes, but I felt like something happened to me or something. I don't know what happened, but I ended up, I think between fourth all the way till about seventh grade, I ended up getting pushed into special eds because I was having a hard time learning. I felt like something happened to me or something. I don't know what happened, but I ended up, I think between fourth all the way till about seventh. Yeah, guys. Yeah, yeah. I've been around a lot with special ed students, so I understand special ed students, dude. I've been around so many special ed students that I kind of like, yeah. Like around like between seventh and eighth grade, I think I started. They started ever since I think something happened, and I started getting transferred into a different kind of situation where I was still in like a special ed class, but I was doing regular classes as well, and I had to have a tutor to help me around those classes to help me do like schoolwork and homework and all this. But yeah, I just started learning. I just been getting like better and better and better at school, but I was still having trouble trying to freaking keep up with my homework. So I had to do. So it's mostly like having like a class. Like there's like one class I was always having to do my homework in. I don't have a normal diploma. My high school diploma is not a normal, not a standard. Uh, it's not a standard uh diploma. It's a modified diploma. I don't have a normal diploma. My high school diploma is not a normal, not a standard. Uh, it's not a standard diploma. It's a modified diploma. Yeah, a modified diploma. That's what I had graduated with. That's why I think I'm not. I don't think I'm fit to go into to college ever. I wouldn't even be able to afford it. My parents wouldn't be able to afford it. Yeah, my mom was having struggle. My mom was I think between my junior year and senior year, my mom has been going through a situation where she had cancer. She had no. What happened was oh yeah. What happened was she had a tumor in her leg. She had a tumor in her leg. It was eating in her bone. It was like the tumor was kind of like eating into her bone. When thank God she got in, had a check on before this got worse. Because if she had continued with it, her leg would have broken. But when she found out that she had this, not only did she have that, but they found out that she had stage 4 lung cancer, which is bad. She had to be on a cast, no, a cast or crunches, so she wasn't able to go back to work at all because this thing was literally after her life. She fought it for like 2 years, I think. So after like I graduated and shit, my mom passed away in 2014. She passed away a month after I graduated. That's the last thing that my mom had to do. My mom ever got to see is me graduate. She was having to be in a wheelchair for a lot of times and or like a crutches or something else. When we have a we my mom was under Kaiser Permanente. That's our medical. That was our medical thing. She she was going through so much, dude.
going through so much, dude.
My mom, dude, she is a hard working person. She made so much money than my dad did, and she was a great person. She always has. She's always been having to take care of my her dad because you know he has a lot of stuff too.
She was a hard working person. She made so much money than my dad did, and she was a great person. She always has. She's always been having to take care of my her dad because you know he has a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, my mom has always been like caring and helping in any way she can. She was well known around her work. You know, she worked as a banquet porter. She was always working banquets at night. She had double shifts, so she was working a lot. That's how she was making so much money. She was working a lot, and that is literally where my mom and dad met and got married. You know, and had me and my brother. That's exactly they fell in love with each other, and they you know they stayed married with each other for a long time.
She was working a lot, and that is literally where my mom and dad met and got married. You know, and had me and my brother. That's exactly
My mom used to smoke, but she quit. She went cold turkey after she had my brother.
they stayed married with each other for a
From
long
what my
time.
dad tells me, from what my dad told me about her, about my mom, that she stopped doing it. I'm gonna tell you this: my mom's life story is so ridiculous. It's like really bad, so much screwed up, man.
Had my brother.
My mom,
From what my dad tells me,
her
what my
mom,
dad told me about her,
she passed away.
that she was
I think she or my dad told me that she passed away when
is so
before like
really
I
bad,
think after
screwed up, man.
she was born or before she was born.
My mom,
So my grandpa,
she
my
passed
grandpa
away.
or my mom's dad had to take care of her.
I think she
She
my dad
was
told me that she passed away when
my grandpa
before
had
I think after
had been with a different
she was
girl,
born.
a different person, someone else.
So my grandpa
Her name was Julie.
my grandpa or my mom's
She
dad
was
had to
really
take
bad
care of her.
to my mom. She's not really our grandma, but she was really
My
bad.
grandpa
That
had
I remember she would tell me that my mom. I remember my mom told me that she.
a different person.
I remember my mom told me that she
Her
was
name is Julie.
having to take money when she was. I think she was like taking a lot of money from when my mom when she
She was
was
really
doing
bad.
trying to work at a young age.
I remember she would tell me that my mom. I remember my mom told me that she. I remember my mom told me that she was
She's not our grandma. She's more like
she was
my
yeah
grandpa
she was like
divorced her,
taking money
so
from when my mom when she was doing trying to work at a young age.
because she was doing so much bad to my mom. So over the years, my mom, you know,
She's not our
she
grandma.
got to working at the DoubleTree Hotel in downtown Portland, and
Divorced
that's
her
where my mom and dad had met. You know, they fell in love and everything. You know,
because she was doing
my
so
dad,
much bad to her.
my dad's been living.
Over
I
the
think my
years,
dad was living in Vancouver or up there in
my dad was living
Washington before they moved to Portland.
down in Portland, and that's where my mom and dad had met. You know, they fell in love and everything. You know, my dad, my dad's been living. I think my dad was living in Vancouver or up there in Washington before they moved to Portland.
I don't remember if my mom's. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think my mom might have. I think she used to live in California or something, but they moved up. I think up here, in Washington or Oregon. I can't remember. It's been too long since I remember her what she talks about in her story.
I don't remember if my mom's. I don't know
But yeah,
if it's true or not. But
she was a great mom.
I think she used to live in California or something, but they moved up. I think up here
I'll tell you one
in
thing.
Oregon. I can't remember.
I was a mama's boy, so I was a mama's boy, but I'm more look like my dad. To
But
be honest with you, my everyone I know that I've met, everyone I know has told me that
I'll tell you one
I
thing.
look like my dad, and my brother looks like my mom.
I was a mama's boy, but
So
I'm more look like
I
my
have
dad.
my dad's cheeks. That's what I was told.
Everyone I know that I've met, everyone I
I'm
know has
almost
told
like
me
my
that
dad, I guess, in a way.
I look like my dad, and my brother looks like my mom. So I have my dad's cheeks. That's what I was told. I'm almost like my dad, I guess, in a way.
People have a hard time telling who is on the phone when we talk to somebody because my brother, myself, and my dad all have like deep voices and shit. It's like it's hard to tell. They can't tell who it is. Sometimes my grandparents, my dad's mom, and his and grandpa, and my grandpa, and my grandma, and grandpa,
People have a hard
they're
time
my
telling
dad's
who is on the
side.
phone.
They would sometimes get confused with our voices because we sound so much alike and different.
It's like it's hard to tell. They can't tell who it is. Sometimes my dad's mom, and his and grandpa, and my grandpa, and my grandma, and grandpa, they're my dad's side. They would sometimes get confused with our voices because we sound so
Yeah,
much
my
alike
mom,
and different.
like literally senior year after my graduation, she got to experience Fourth of July. She passed away in July. I think it was July 24th. Yeah,
Yeah, my mom
July 24th of 2014. She passed away
senior year
because the cancer
after
was
my
getting
graduation,
deadlier and killing her
she
slowly.
got to experience Fourth of
I,
July.
you see,
She
when
passed
she
away
was starting to get into that
July
part,
24th. Yeah,
she was having to stay at home.
2014. She passed away.
She's been staying at home all of the time.
The cancer was getting
They had to have her. They
slowly.
had to bring in like
Ice.
a hospital bed for them to keep her at
When she
home
was starting
for
to get into
hospice care.
that part, she was having to stay at home.
They've been when during this whole thing
Staying at home all
they
the time.
fucked up with her so much,
They
dude.
had to
There's like a couple of doctors that screwed her up
they had to bring
badly.
in like a
Like
hospital bed for them to keep her at home for hospice.
there's like a doctor that's messed up with ointment that they had to put on on her leg that
They fucked up with
had
her
the
so much, dude. There's like a
you
couple
know
doctors that
that
messed
had
her up
the
badly. Like
that was eating her bone and the leg. She did have to get like a rod in there to get.
messed up with the
She did have to have a rod in there
they
for
put on
her leg,
her leg that had the
and
that had the
yeah,
that was eating her bone and the leg. She did have to get like a rod in there to get. She did have to have a rod in there for her leg, and
we have been trying. We when she had hospice, when she was having to be at home all the time at her in the bed. Sometimes she would have to go to a hospital and stay there a couple of times. Well, not in a way, I guess, but yeah, she had to be staying at the hospital for a couple of times. We
we've
always
been trying.
we've been we when she was in hospice care, we have been trying to get someone to come more often because we can't take care of her because I'm in school. My brother's trying to help take care of her, but he's always going outside and shit.
We
My
have
dad can't work. My dad can't really do much because he has to work.
we've been we when she was in hospice care, we have been trying to get someone to come more often because we can't take care
And
of her.
whenever my mom was in, accidentally got out of bed, I cannot help lift her up back into her
He's
bed
going outside and
because
shit.
I'm not strong enough. I'm not that strong to pick up my mom.
He has to.
My brother and my dad are the only ones that are strong enough to pick up my mom when she was having to when we were struggling with her.
And whenever my mom was
Trust me,
accidentally got out of bed, I can't
it was not a fun experience when I had to take care of my mom
because I know
when she had to have hospice at home
my mom. My
because
dad and no one wants to
I had to like,
pick up my mom.
you know, I had to like do a lot of stuff too. That was gross, like changing out the because they had the porta potty thing, that whatever you call those things. I didn't like it,
Had to have hospice at home.
but it was how we had it was something we had to work with, you know.
You know, I had to like do a lot of stuff too. That was gross, like changing out the because they had the porta potty thing, that whatever you call those things. I didn't like it.
It's not a pod, it's just like something that you use at
It was
home.
how we had. It was
That's not an actual toilet. It's just a thing you shit in. I'm like, I can't stand the smell of it, man. I had to when I was doing this, I had to freaking I like literally put a mask on just to freaking try to get the smell out of my nose because it was bad. I hate having to smell. I hate having to smell it, man.
toilet. It's just a
It's not great, but
it's shit in
I
it.
had to help my mom in a way, you
I
know.
can't stand the smell of it, man. I had to when I was doing this. I had to I like literally put a
But
mask
yeah,
on
by the
just to
time
try to
she,
get the smell
but
out.
by the time when she ended up
I
getting
hate
into a bad
I hate
situation where she
the
had to be,
smell of it, man.
where it was close to her day of
I help
death,
my mom in a way,
the death date, we had to. Ever since when we found out that she was not going to make it for a while, she was not going to probably make it.
Getting into a bad situation where she had to be.
We had my uncle Jason had to come. My uncle Jason came over to visit for that day when she did, you know, pass away.
When we found out that she was not gonna make it for a while, she was not gonna be
We when she passed away, I was literally calling everybody that of my family to come over because she just died. She just died.
to visit for
My dad,
that
well,
day when she did.
you see, the bed was right next to our couch, so my dad was on the side where my mom was, and when she did die,
When she passed
my dad
away,
was holding her
my
hand when
dad
she
was
did
holding
die.
her
You know,
hand
when we found out that she passed away
when
already,
she just died.
everyone cried,
My dad, well,
myself included.
the bed was right next to our couch, so my dad was on the side where my mom was, and when she did die, my dad was holding her hand when she did die. When we found out that she passed away already, everyone cried, myself included.
I mean, I could still remember that day, man. That shit's stuck in my brain. I try not to remember it, but that's what happened.
I mean, I could still remember that day, man. That shit's stuck in my brain. I try not to remember it, but that's what happened.
My mom's dad literally freaking was freaking down, dude. When he came over that night, it happened at night. It was literally late at night. It was like so late. It was like later at night, and when my grandpa found out when my mom's dad saw her like that, he broke down, dude.
When he
My his
saw her like
girlfriend
that at night.
his girlfriend had to help him calm down because everyone was there. They were all crying, man.
Late at night, and my grandpa found out when my mom's
It
dad
was not a
passed
great.
away.
That was literally the first experience I ever seen someone in my family
My his
die.
girlfriend, his
She was
girlfriend
literally the
had
only
to help
person
him
I
calm
found
down.
that I've, you know.
Everyone was there. They were all crying, man.
I still had contact. I still had like our school had like emails. You know, they had emails for the school.
That was
Now
literally
you
the
can
first
email your
experience
teachers.
I ever
I
seen
had
someone
literally
die,
like
man.
emailed my teachers and shit
She
too.
was
Like,
literally the only person that
yeah.
I've, you know.
I literally made like a GoFundMe page when I back then
I still had like
when I was trying to get help, have someone try to send money to help us out. I had a couple people, but no, like a teacher or a friend of mine ended up donating money to us. We didn't have enough. We didn't get that much in donations, but
when I was trying to get help have
yeah,
help us out. I had a couple people, but not a lot. Like a teacher or a friend of mine ended up donating money to us. We didn't have enough. We didn't get that much in donations, but yeah.
like after she passed away, like she wanted to get cremated, so we got her cremated. She wanted to be cremated. She didn't want to be a vegetable, you know. She didn't want to be in the because we can't afford to freaking have a funeral. So we ended up having to get cremated for her. So we have like little urns of my mom now.
She wanted to get cremated, so we got her She wanted to be cremated. She didn't want to be a vegetable, you know. She didn't want to be in the because we can't afford to freaking have a funeral. So we ended up having to get cremated for her. So we have like little urns of my mom now.
But you want to know the great thing about you want to know a great thing, demonic. The greatest thing that ever happened was the work that was the people at her job. The person, the manager, the general manager there, gave us a free thing, paid everything to have a little like a little reception or something for her. My dad, me and my dad and my brother, me and my dad and my brother were having to go around to try to like get these people hired to help us with the everything for the reception, where we had like a pastor and someone who sang did a song at the thing. They had to get like a lot of pictures for us from us so we can put up like a slideshow of my mom, everything about my mom's life. Yeah. that I try hard, man. I tried so hard when I was there. I tried so hard not to cry when I was there, but I did. It was pretty nice how the company how this man the manager of the goddamn freaking like the manager of that freaking hotel held a very special moment for us so we can celebrate my mom's you know life and everything because that's how nice that the guy that those people were. That's how close my freaking that's how close that they were to my mom and where she worked at. They're close to my dad too. They worked there for almost. My dad's almost there. My dad's been almost there for 35 years. My mom's been there for a long time as well. So that tells you a lot that that company, that this goddamn freaking hotel cares a lot about its people. So that tells you a lot that that company, that this goddamn cares a lot about its people. Because when you have a bonding relationship with your managers and your coworkers, yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, the other thing is that my last year, which is 2020, we ended my grandpa. Well, let's just say that my mom's dad ended up having to get some sort of cancer too, and he passed away last year of October. We couldn't go there to freaking be there when he passed away though, but we were told by his girlfriend that he did. It was. I wish I was there to see it. I wish I was there to be there for them, but now both my mom and her dad and her own my mom's mother is up there in heaven with each other. They're all up there, probably reunited and just having a good time up there. But yeah. Now both my mom and her dad and her own my mom's mother is up there in heaven with each other. They're all up there, probably reunited and just having a good time up there. But yeah. I guess in a way that ever since my grandpa had passed away, I never felt anything because I've already lost. I know that how it is to lose somebody because I've already been through that experience once, and I know that's not great to have someone to lose. Have to lose somebody that's in your family, you know. I know there's going to be probably some more in the future because I know my my mom, my dad's, my grandma, grandpa, on my dad's side are still alive too. My my mom's dad, his girlfriend was also someone who's experienced a lot of people who passed away in her family. So she's also aware of it. She's also someone who's dealt with it a lot. I wish they wouldn't have taken so much out of the fucking life insurance money. Because when I saw the life insurance on my mom, I thought it was gonna be a lot, but turns out it was only like at least $90,000. That was it. I'm like, they should have at least more than that, dude. Life insurance should be way more for people that die because you just had someone pass away, and they should have at least a good amount of money on them. But I don't know. It's weird. Stupid. We used up pretty much almost all that money right already. Ever since we lost a lot of that money, I had to go into a different, started to get a job, and yeah, I tried out freaking hometown buffet once and I didn't like it, so I just quit the next day because I didn't. Because they called me in the morning to come over, and I thought I was just doing dishwashing, but apparently they wanted me to work on freaking doing chicken stuff. I'm like, I don't even know how to do this. Why am I doing this? I freaking slipped and fell on that first day, and I'm like, I don't think I can do this. So I quit that job, and then I started searching for a new job, and that's when I found out that there was a Winco Foods in my area that was newly being created, and I had to put an application in. So when I applied, I put an application in for being a cart guy, and then I got the job. I was happy that I got the job. I put so much time into that job. We've had a lot of people, a lot of managers changed. Mainly the assistant managers have changed. Although we had the same manager for at least a couple of years until they had to change the general manager to somebody else because that manager had to go and help out another a new store that they're making and that was made in Oregon City. Uh, they made it and had a new manager take over, and then in February 2019, February 2019, I got terminated by that job. They terminated my employment I because because what they wanted me to do. There's a thing called a sweep log. A sweep log is what you have to do. You have to write the day and the time, and make sure to check the exact time that you check, like the cart room, or if you're inside working inside like maintenance. I was usually working a lot in maintenance, and so I worked a lot inside. And I was working fine inside, way better than I was outside. But that what they freaking terminated my employment for was because what I was doing was I wrote I kept writing, every half hour. I kept writing over the time, every half hour, exact time. What I was trying to do was create a I was trying to make the time exactly like two okay, so it's like 2:30. Like, let's say it's like 2:30 right now. I write 2:30, and then I write 3 o'clock, and then 3:30, all the way till the end of my shift. The problem was there was no clock outside, so I can't tell what time to check the goddamn cart room. I put those times on there because I go into the cart room at that exact time and look at the cart room. And then if it's not full, then if I need to get more carts, I go right outside and grab more. But no, they want me to write the exact same time that I checked the cart room. Even though I checked it at the exact time I put on that thing ahead of time. And they terminated me because I freaking wrote that. Because I wrote it ahead of my time. Ahead of the time I did. Not again. You're not an actual real person. You're freaking a bots. Yeah, demonic heals. Anyway, that's what I got fired from my freaking Winco job. I worked there for almost 3 years. I was almost close to my 3 years, but I got fired before I even got to my 3 years. My 3 years would have been in like I would have had like I was hired in March or no May, and I would have had made my 3rd year if I had gone all the way to May. I got fired before I even got to my 3 years. My 3 years would have been in like I would have had like. So yeah, that's the thing. The thing that really just bugged the shit out of me, man, was that they fired me over that. But not to mention, like, I didn't have to just work carts. I had to deal with this thing called the bottle return. The bottle returns. They have. There's this thing called OBRC, which is OBRC in my state, where these guys are supposed to be you bring in like your bottles and cans that you get like from stores and shit. You return it to get your money back, like a little bit of change back from it, and we had to basically freaking do their work. There's like already freaking bottle redemption centers, but they hadn't made one in that area, so I had to work with that machine every day. And it was frustrating because there's a lot of freaking homeless people that go there, and they're putting like crushed cans and bottles into that thing to ruin the machine. I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing carts, not freaking bottle return. I was hired to do freaking bottle return. Not, I was hired to do freaking carts, not bottle return. They should have hired someone to handle the bottle returns, rather than having the cart guy and the maintenance guy working on the bottle machines. And every time we had them go down, our managers would say, we have to hand count. I hated hand counting. Hand counting was freaking worse. You had to like take everyone's cans and bottles to freaking hand count them all. Sometimes I would tell those people that machines are down, we're not hand counting them. That was so they can go somewhere else to return the bottles and cans. But yeah, I hated having to deal with it. I hated having to deal with the bottles and cans, but well, okay. Yeah, it is tedious. It's not great. So yeah, basically like months after I've been trying to search for a job, and then I hit a job with a company called Town Park. Town Park was the company I got hired into. What they do is they freaking what I found out about this job was I'm actually a person. I was it said it was a cashier job. So I was like, I want to do cashier because I wanted to be a cashier. I wanted to be transferred to cashier when I was working at Winco, but they wouldn't. Well, technically, I wanted to go into maintenance when I was working at and I wanted to do maintenance because it was a good shift because it was between like noon and 8, like between noon and 8 o'clock, which is a good shift for me to do. But when I tried to put an application in, they didn't even bother looking at it. I felt like they didn't even look at it, and I still stuck with fucking carts and having to deal with the bottle machines, and I hated it. I wanted to get that away from it because I don't want to work carts anymore. I already worked it so many years that I'd rather work somewhere inside. I liked working outside more than outside. But anyway, but with Town Park, I was actually a cashier. I was a cashier. I was doing like this. It was a different kind of cashiering job. It was like I was having to actually validate tickets for events that happen at the hotel at the Holiday Inn near the Portland Airport. There's a Holiday Inn near the Portland Airport where we had to like I had to like validate tickets, or sometimes I had to go outside and just stay and stand around and check the gates to make sure that people are getting out all right of the getting out of the hotel okay. Because the gates go up and down. There's like no fencing around there's no fencing around it. They don't have fences around the airport, the hotels. They just have like, yeah. But we just that's all I was doing, and I was happy with the job actually. To be honest, I was having to just like chill out after a while, and not have to worry about helping them out of the hotel because they already had their validated tickets, and they can either pay. They can also either pay it out the gate too. There's been times I screwed up, but we all make mistakes. We learn from the mistakes and we goddamn grow from it. But until the whole virus started getting crazy, I was doing pretty good with the job. But when the virus started coming around a lot more in in our country, and when we got locked down and the whole country went in lockdown, I had to get freaking temporary unemployed with them. So I had to get unemployment. For me, both me and my dad had to get unemployment, and then that's what we had to deal with. We had to stick with for over the past few months, past year and a half, I think. 1 year and a half, I think. Because I've been under unemployment for a long time. I've still been I'm still basically trying to be under unemployment. My dad, his unemployment ended because he got back into his work because they ended up bringing back their employees. They're not going to get rid of my dad. They would never get rid of my dad because he worked so many years with them and they like him a lot. But there has been people that live leaving that company, that job. So there's a lot of shortage of there's a lot of shortage of employees at that hotel right now. There's a lot of I hear a lot about this shit that there's a lot of shortages of jobs because of the pandemic, I guess. But every goddamn freaking company is blaming the unemployment uh for not getting people back into jobs. It's like, dude, their virus is still out there. People should still be able to get unemployment if this thing is not going to end. And then, of course, you're hearing all these Republicans saying that they're complaining that people are not getting back to work because they're getting this unemployment that's replacing their income. I'm like, they're just being stupid. They're just stupid. Ever since this pandemic has happened, dude, I've been watching too much political shit that I goddamn wish I wish I wasn't getting involved in it. But this is how our life is right now, and I would really like to get away from the politics shit, but they're not. I want them to help us. We need their goddamn help because I'm still not back into that company yet. I don't know if the managers that I worked with are still there or not. But I could try to contact their email and say, "Hey, is Zach? Are you guys looking to rehire for the events or not, or what? Because I'm waiting for you guys to contact me back to see if you guys need me hired back and to try to hire me back because I want to get back with them. But yeah, I don't know anything about it. So then I started thinking about some way to make money online. That's when I started to make a list of learn to make money online. That's where I'm basically at right now. I'm basically in this situation right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because the virus is still going and it's going crazy still. I would rather freaking like work at home and not get infected, even though I'm freaking fully vaccinated. And I don't want to be I don't want to be the cause of getting someone else infected. But yeah, that's where I am right now. So, you know. That's where I am right now. So, you know. Like I'm also trying when I start like literally I'm trying to start going into being trying to do like trying to get into more on Twitch to see if I can probably make a significant change in my life because I feel like Twitch is going to be a good thing to have because I hear a lot of stories how people on Twitch are getting really popular and they're making good content and money out of it. I'm not here for money. I don't care about money, but I'm gonna try and figure out some way to make money, even if I get anything on Twitch. I'm not getting much of anything with Twitch. I'm not making any money. I can't make money on YouTube at all because I need to get monetization rerun again, but I can't. I need 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 public watch hours from people, so that way I can get reapplied to monetization. Although I shouldn't do it. I need 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 public watch hours from people. Get reapplied to monetization. Although I shouldn't do it. Yeah, man. When I heard Faye was doing like Twitch streaming, that's when I wanted to go into it. I looked at I looked at her streams a lot, and I see that she's doing VTuber. I'm like, this is pretty cool looking. That's when I started getting interested in the streaming of doing VTubing and everything, because that's when I started getting interested in the streaming of doing VTubing and everything, because yeah. I do want to grow on Twitch and shit too, but I also need to find out what I want to do to make money for myself so I can help support myself and my dad and my brother. I would love to make some sort of money in my income. I would love to make some sort of income at least. But I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm like so much I've been focusing so much on streaming that I don't that I haven't been trying to go back into inbound closing because I wanted to try to see if I want to see if I can get some sort of change in my life with Twitch streaming, but I don't know. It is changing me a bit, but
I haven't been trying
I
to
just
get
need to
into
get a lot
Twitch
more
because I wanted to try to
people to me, you know?
I want to see if I can get some sort of change in my life with Twitch streaming, but I don't know.
Ever since I got
It is
this,
changing me a bit, but
ever since I got this V2 character, everyone started coming. There's a lot of people that have started to come over into my stream. I mean, I don't really like having to be on webcam a lot because it's
ever since I got this
I feel uncomfortable just people looking at me.
this V2 character, everyone started coming. There's a lot of people
But
that started to come over into my
VTubing is something that replaces it for me.
I mean,
It can track my
I don't
face with the webcam
be on camera
for
webcam.
VTubing, and yeah.
I feel uncomfortable just people looking at me, but VTubing is something that replaces it for me. It can track my face with the webcam for VTubing, and yeah.
I probably someday need to get a better webcam that's like 4K or something. I mean, right now it's pretty fine. It's a starting camera. It's a perfect start for right now.
I probably someday need to get a better webcam that's like 4K or something. I mean, right now it's pretty fine. It's a starting camera. It's a perfect start for right now.
I get a funny feeling my package is going to be here in Portland, in my state, state, or something like that. It's being delivered by Amazon, so that means it probably is at their headquarters or place.
I get a funny feeling my package is going to be here in Portland, in my state, state, or something like that. It's being delivered by Amazon, so that means it probably is at their
Well, it
headquarters.
looks like I'm going to have the USB hub tomorrow, and then hopefully Monday I might get. Hopefully Monday I will have the Leap motion so I can do hand movements on my VTube character like how everyone else has it. But yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm going to have the USB hub tomorrow, and then hopefully Monday I might get. Hopefully Monday I will have the Leap motion so I can do hand movements on my VTube character like how everyone else has it. But yeah.
Man, I'm just talking up a damn story here right now, man. Talking about my mom, talking about my dad, high school, talking about myself in ways.
Man, I'm just talking up a damn story here right now, man. Talking about my mom, talking about my dad, high school, talking about myself in ways.
I'm not. I could talk to somebody and I can literally just talk a lot to someone, especially you, demonic. Like if you talk, like want to talk about anything, I'm always up for talking about something.
I'm not hesitant to talk to somebody. I can literally just talk a lot to someone, especially you, demonic. Like if you talk, like want to talk about anything, I'm always up for talking about something.
What the hell? Nah, I was just looking over at the I was looking over at the I was looking over at Face Discord server. Sounds like something's going on with somebody over there. I was looking over at the I was looking over at Face Discord server. Sounds like something's going on with somebody over there. Sounds like someone dislocated their arm or shoulder. I never had that happen to me ever. No. I never done that in my life. I'm not someone who does extreme sports or whatever. Yeah, Demonic, you want to know what kind of kid I was in that? You want to know what kind of freaking person I was in school? I was mostly that person just sitting hopelessly, waiting to get into class. Just not really got much friends. Just only like my best friend John. I was way too shy in school. I never had luck with any. I never had any luck at dating girls there. That's the thing, man. I can't date. I get I get way too shy and nervous around girls. I mostly been dating girls online. That's it. That's all I've ever been doing. I've met my I've met so many girls online that I've had relationships with, and some of them are good, some of them were bad. My dating my dating life is not that great right now. Although I did have a great relationship with someone I know that I think I said about her over on one stream. Her name was Ashley. She's a girl that she's a girl I know that lives over in Indiana, and I spent most of my life, some of my life with her. I think she was the first person I ever had sex with in my life. So I'm not a virgin. Although I'm not lucky enough to get sex. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not that lucky enough to get any sex at all with a girl because I don't have much any lady for. I don't have much of any girls as friends. Yeah. To be honest with you, sex is not something that's important to me. Some girls out there literally think that all guys care about is having sex. For me, I'm the opposite. All I want is to know them, care about them, show love. Sex is just something that you want to do for. Sex is just something that you have an urge to do, an urge to want to do. But for me, I can control it. I don't have to. I I control my urges of sexual shit, but you know, you know, because when you watch porn, your brain starts to activate a sexual hormone or something that makes you want to do it. But when you see it, you want to like do something, and then all of a sudden you're pulling your pants down and giving it a good whack. And after you release, you're like, what the hell? What did I just do? Yeah, I don't know. That's how guys are nowadays. They can't control themselves to not masturbate, you know? It's like, dude, there's always going to be lewd, freaking. There's always going to be having. You're always going to have freaking people that are like this. Some people can't control it, some people can. But you don't have to keep. It's the same with girls too, man. They do that too. It's not just guys; it's also girls or anybody between. You know, everyone has a freaking urge to relieve themselves in a way. It's the way of life, right? Having to relieve yourself is a damn thing that happens in life. You can't deny it, you can't stop it, you just do it. Hmm. Hey, demonic, do you live in the U.S. too? I'm just curious. I know it's personal to ask, but do you live in the U.S. as well? What state? Because I hear a lot of people. I think there's like a lot of people on Twitch who are probably from California and some other states that are out there. You don't have to answer it in chat if you don't want to. Okay. East Coast, yeah. All right. Someone from East Coast, wow. It's pretty late for you guys over there right now. It's like 9 o'clock. Okay. East Coast, yeah. You could say East Coast, it doesn't matter. I will know right away that's somewhere probably far away. It's pretty late for you guys over there right now. It's like 9 o'clock. You could say East Coast, it doesn't matter. I will know right away that's somewhere probably far away. I know a lot of people that live in different states that I know of. Like my ex lives in Indiana. I'm not saying where exactly she is. I know a lot of people that live in different states that I know of. Like my ex lives in Indiana. I think there's like a couple of ex-girlfriends I have that lived in that probably live like on somewhere on the East Coast. I think I dated one girl that lives in California or something, or Hawaii. I don't know. I can't remember. I think there's like a couple of ex-girlfriends I have that lived in that probably live like on somewhere on the East Coast. I think I dated one girl that lives in California or something, or Hawaii. I don't know. I can't remember. Good luck trying to get to Hawaii. It's tough to drive to It's tough to drive over to Hawaii. Wait, you can't drive there? Well, the only way you're gonna get over to goddamn Hawaii is fly. If you know how to fly, good luck. Or on boat, or just go on a boat too. Although boat, I think a boat would take a long time to get to Hawaii. Wait, you can't drive there? Well, the only way you're gonna get over to goddamn Hawaii is fly. If you know how to fly, good luck. Or on boat, or just go on a boat too. Although boat, I think a boat would take a long time to get to Hawaii. I think a boat from West Coast to Hawaii will take like at least a couple of days. Especially for cruise ships. I think a boat from West Coast to Hawaii will take like at least a couple of days. Especially for cruise ships. The only states that I've ever been in was Indiana. Of course, when you fly, you're always going to transfer to a different state, and then you have to transfer to another plane in that airport in that state. The only states that I've ever been in was Indiana. I've been up to Washington many times, mostly mostly in the Vancouver area because that's where my grandparents live. So I've been up to Washington many times, mostly in the Vancouver area because that's where my grandparents live. So they're watching fair. This guy's watching Fairy Tale again. Come on, jeez. I think my brother's starting to get back into Fairy Tale. It's funny.
into fairy tale again? Come on, jeez. I think my brother's starting to get back into fairy tale. It's funny.
Man, I wonder if my dad or brother, my dad already ordered some, had food, got food. He got panda. Hey, demonic, you wanna know something crazy? So there's a freaking. So I'll tell you this. There's a freaking haircut place that's up here by where I live. My dad got a buzz cut from them just today, and they charged $19 for a buzz cut. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's so expensive just to get a buzz cut. I'm pretty sure you can find somewhere cheaper. That's why I say I'd rather freaking cut my own hair rather than having to get charged that much to goddamn get it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's so expensive just to get a buzz cut. I'm pretty sure you can find somewhere cheaper. That's why I say I'd rather freaking cut my own hair rather than having to get charged that much to goddamn get it. It's like almost $20 for a damn hair buzz cut, huh? It's like almost $20 for a damn hair buzz cut, huh? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check out what my see what my brother's up to. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check out what see what my brother's up to. Clueless. I am so clueless.
Mic on. Mic off.
Honk. Boy. I'm gonna have to find something to eat on my own. My brother's already ordered something for dinner. For his dinner. I gotta find something myself. I'm gonna have to find something to eat on my own.
his dinner. I gotta find something myself.
So what you doing, demonic heels?
So what you doing, demonic heels?
Uh, well, demonic. I already have 5 fucking gym badges. I only need 3 left. I have to. I'm already at the. I'm already at the city. I'm already at the freaking town where I have to get the 6th badge. I got that thing because you had to take that thing all the way to. You had to take that item to go heal that Pokemon in the light tower. So she's She's the one I have to go after next. And then I have to go after the last 2 gyms, and then go after the Elite Four after that. I still have to go after fucking. I still have to go after the Team Rocket, I think.
The Pokemon in the light tower. So she's the one I have to go after next. And then I have to go after the last 2 gyms, and then go after the Elite Four after that. I still have to go after.
I might finish Heart Gold tomorrow. Actually, I might play it tomorrow and finish it off if I can. That way, so I can focus on Omega Ruby for next week.
I might finish Heart Gold tomorrow. Actually, I might play it tomorrow and finish it off.
I don't know, man. I don't know why, but I'm freaking speeding through it like again. I'm speeding through that shit because I already. Well, when you like remember everything about it, everything that you did like before, especially when I was playing Soul Silver, I remember everything, and then I start playing Heart Gold. I'm like, yeah, I remember where I'm going.
No, man. I don't know why, but I'm freaking speeding through it like again. Well, when you like remember everything about it, everything that you did like before, especially when I was playing Soul Silver, I remember. I'm like, yeah, I remember where I'm going.
Oh my god. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Oh my god.
Can you please stop that?
Can you please stop that?
They're not real follows. Really?